Oh, it's the fuel selector. Yeah, exactly. The BMDG DC6 was updated within like 7 hours. Arenado took 7 weeks, literally 49 days, 7 full weeks to release an update that made that fuel selector usable. 7 weeks, and that's just unconscionable.
Okay, we're a little late getting this bird going, this stream going, I should say. Hey, Rob, Valkyrie, Panagon, how are you guys? Thanks for hanging out. Appreciate it. Sorry for the late start. Just kind of one of those deals. But good to see you guys. Good to see you guys. All right, we are in Australia, and as you can see, it's the Aerosoft CRJ700, and yeah, we're gonna fly down to Tasmania, and then depending on how we're feeling, all of that stuff, what the weather's like, we're gonna attempt to hop in a general aviation aircraft and maybe explore a little bit. Scrappy the pilot, good day to you as well. Do you ever sleep, my man? Great to see you, buddy. All right, I'm gonna jump right in and we're gonna get going. So Tassie is an Aussie. I'm kidding, it's an older. Okay, I'm a firefighter. I never do. Well, we're down here in your neck of the woods, Scrappy, and so as we fly tonight, if you happen to have maybe some hidden gems in the area, please feel free, share and share alike, because I would love to. I'd love to spend a little bit more time. I've been to the big ones. We're here in Melbourne, and we're gonna fly down to Tasmania and up, but I like those. I like those little hidden gems, honestly, and the more GA, the better. So Melbourne to Cranbrook here to start the party, and make sure I got everything pulled up here. Yeah, and then once we get down to Cranbourne, yeah, I've got a couple different, or Cranbrook, sorry, I got a couple other spots that are possibilities. One's Hobart, one's St. Helens, one's is Flinders Island. And again, it's a lot of it's going to depend simply on what the weather looks like, because right now the weather's it's not great here in Melbourne, so that's okay. We're gonna give it a go. Okay, I'm just getting the flight plan filed, by the way. So they're thinking this is a 43-minute flight. They want 330. I don't think we're going to do that. I think we're going to go 270. And yeah, we'll just kind of go from there. Okay, flight plans filed. No ATC in the area right now, which is actually not terrible, as I just kind of try to learn the airspace a little bit here. That's okay. It's okay. If I get lucky, the Spirit of Tasmania, which is a ferry that runs between Melbourne and Tassie and back. Oh, hey, cool. If it's doing its run, you might see it. Awesome, awesome. Melbourne has a great Aussie bite. Melbourne has Luna Park. Cool, cool. Very nice. All right, fuel and our flight plan sent. We do need to get the Need to get our fuel. Passengers we're just going to kind of leave as is. Fuel is 3121. Back this off just a little bit here. And we'll set that in the sim. For now, we'll come back and take care of these landing speeds and stuff in just a little bit. Nose wheel steering is off. We've got gear down and verified on the Bravo. Make sure everything is... I don't have any hydraulics, so I can't test my systems. And I think the other thing we could do here is we can get APU or the ground power going here. Ground power, air cart. Got chocks in place. Okay, that looks good. Looks good. Battery power. It's time for the battery coming on. Said something disagrees, but I don't agree with your disagreeing there. Loud voice. Okay, electrical page. Let's get that. Let's get that selected here just to make sure we've got what we need. We should have. Gosh, that freaked me out. I thought the aircraft was moving. We're 23 in the main battery. Yep, well, we're good to go there. APU battery's ready for us as well. So let's go ahead. APU on. And APU gen is, I think that's on. It's on auto, so we're good there. All right. Let's get the IRSs in align mode. Let's flip it over to nav mode. And it's not broken if it makes a noise. My old flight instructor. Which modded aircraft is being used today? It's the Aerosoft CRJ. Stream is lagging a little bit. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I don't show any drop frames on my end, so maybe just a little refresh on your end. Hopefully that's all it is. I'm so sorry to hear that. All right. Do need to go up here. Let's put the nav lights on. Let's put the, I don't really need the logo lights, but we'll put them on anyway. Hydraulics are all on auto. Actually, no, they're not. Now they will be. Auto, 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 auto. Axe can come on. Get the recircs going. Aft air conditioning. I'll put that on also. No anti-ice just yet.
CRJ700 is coming through 2,500.
Shield heat. Passenger signs. Emergency lights.
155 out of Melbourne. Come on, man.
Melbourne. I gotta get that right. Melbourne, not Melbourne. That's the United States way of saying it. Melbourne. Melbourne. Guys will have me talking like an Aussie here before it's all said and done. Alright, the thrust reversers are armed. Need to engage the stab trim and the mock trim. We need to go ahead and make sure the yaw dampers are engaged. And time to go up and take care of our FMC. Our YMML. We're going to use that GPS to help us out. So flight plan YMML. Melbourne.
Hello, Sam.
Hey, Downwind Sim is here. Very good, very good. Hi, Ralph. And YMLT. Cranbrook. And I do think I have an alternate here. Yeah, YMHB. Good. Oh, rats. I don't want to do that. Cancel mod. Flight plan. Ah, doggone it. Okay. YMML. Put that in the 2 instead of the alternate. YMLT. This is FMC Planning with your host, Melvin Leroy. YMHB. Alternate. There we go. And we are we're Jetstar. JST816. I found a cool livery pack. I didn't realize that Orbix had this cool free CRJ700 livery pack for Microsoft Flight Sim. So I'm like, oh yeah. Shaw has a bunch of different liveries. We'll use Jetstar here for today's flight, and we may try some different ones in future flights because we're not done with Australia. Not by a long shot, my friends. Not by a long shot. All right. We're going to take I better take a look at the weather conditions here, if I may. Just remember, you're down under now. If something goes wrong, say booger. If it goes right, you effing beauty. If something breaks, oh yeah, I can't say all that. I'll just say yeah, nah, a whole lot. Yeah, nah. What do you reckon? Stuff like that. Working on the autopilot tonight, and head hurts already. Oh man, you're gonna have that. You're gonna have that baby ready to rock and roll. Downwind sim. Mad scientist himself. I'm showing right now. I'm showing winds 100 at 7. So I might as well show you guys this. I'm sorry, I don't mean to hog the screen here. 00 at 7. So let's see. Where would that mean we would want to depart from? A taxi, airport briefing. Airport briefing number 2. No. Where is my airport info? There we go. That's what I want. No, that's not what I want. Airport. One of these gives. There we go. Taxiway chart. So winds are out of the east. So I'm probably going to have to go all the way over here to runway 9er and depart. Which, okay, not a big deal. We can do that. Do that. Where in Oz are you, Scrappy the pilot? Yeah, other Aussies just say outright, bloody hell. Okay, sounds like me in a nutshell. Scrappy, I'm gonna have to get with you if I ever make a trip down under, just so I can learn how to speak the language correctly. To work on my Australian. All right, so departures and arrivals. We're on the Sunty 3 runway 9er. And oh, I don't want to do that. I want to do departures. It's only giving me that. Can I unselect that? Cancel mod. This better not take me all the way back. Okay. Sunty 3. Some FMSs want you to do the runway first, and others want you to do the departure first. So that's what we'll do. Sunty 3. Execute back to the flight plan here. To the next page. So we're on hotel. Actually, let's go to the legs page here. Flight plan. Here. This is weird. Okay. Departure and arrival. It's not letting me depart. Okay, so this is interesting. All right, let's go back here. So what if I go runway 16? Will that let me take the Sunty departure? Maybe what I'll do is just fudge the runway here a little bit. Actually, I better take a closer look at the departure. I don't want to upset the locals here. All right, so there we go. Now we can go legs. There we go, Sunti. And then from Sunti, need to jump on the Hotel 169 Airway. Beautiful. And that takes us to the Ursum. IRSOM. And then it's direct to our arrival airport, which I am guessing does not have an arrival. YMLT looks like YMLT is a little bit of a smaller airport. Honestly, I'm hoping that it's big enough for the CRJ. We're going to find out together. And 130 at 13. Just looking at the charts here for Cranbrook. Oh, they've got an arrival. Oh, it's just sorry, it's just DME stuff here. Okay. Well, we'll, like I say, when we get down there a little closer, we'll figure out. Guessing we want. So there's a VOR 14 right approach. We could use that guy. What's that look like? Oh, that looks like our boy right there. Okay, cool. I think we'll do that. So it's executed. Let's go to departures and arrivals to here. VOR 14. And we're going to take vectors. No, we're going to take the. How do we want to fly this sucker? Tenor. Do I have tenor here? Is that option? Nope. LT or the R010 Papa waypoint. And I don't see either of those on the chart. I see tenor. All right, we'll just take vectors then. Vector, Victor. All right, I think that looks like we're in good shape here. That's the vector that we should be able to get on. Yep, there we go. And then we'll have, yeah. We're gonna find out together. Like I said, this is part of the deal. Part of the fun flying down in places like this is that you get to explore new areas and new procedures, and even though it is nice, very, very helpful to have ATC, it's also sometimes not horrible to just be able to kind of fly it on your own. Okay, I'm trying to get better pushback going here. Where are you? Better pushback? Come on, work with me, baby. There it is. Okay. I'm getting close to being ready to push and start. Everything's in. I do need to. Oh, I better get my get everything else. Go here. Okay, let's go to performance. Let's go back here. We're going to set all these V speeds. We're going to make sure that our takeoff trim is 7.2. The CG is 19.1. So 7.2 is not on that page. Now I got to go back to the status page, I think, or the primary page. Is that the right one? No, status. There we go, 7.5. We'll change that to 7.2-ish. Yeah, it doesn't want to play nice. 7. There we go, 7.2. And chart's still up. Oh, golly. The command for that is map, is !map. I'd be able to apply the chat mod. What's the chat mod?
Papa, you forgot the name again.
I might lodge an app in if you're grabbing people. I'm not sure what you're asking there, Scrappy. I'm kind of dense when it comes to that kind of stuff. But sorry about leaving that map up. That's why I have a command. Let's see. The only moderator, like what Downwind Sim is. Yeah. Some of those commands are just for free, so those, like, you don't need to be a mod for that. But if you just do, I think it's commands, exclamation point commands, you'll see all the sounds and stuff. So, where would I apply to be a chat mod? I got you, Scrappy. Well, I'll keep you in mind, man. I'll keep you in mind on that. And I appreciate you asking. All right, back to business. I need to get off the ground at some point here. I'm already running late. Okay, I've got the flight plan in. I do need to get the perf data in here as well. And we will do that right now. So INIT. All right, cruise altitude we said was going to be 270. We have a zero fuel weight of just a little over 20, or just short of 28. 28000. One of these you put in, and everything else falls into place, if I remember. Oh, I got to put fuel in 3121. This kind of falls into place. There we go. Gross weight. Yeah, I don't think we do anything with those. Okay, execute that. VNAV setup. I don't know what the transition altitude here is. Scrappy, what is the transition altitude in Australia? Who's the little kid doing the voices? Daughter or son? That's my grandson. He is affectionately known as the junior first officer, and it's quite a backstory behind that little guy. So you thought you left your horror game on? Oh man, no. It's the little guy, and yeah. Anyway, memory most it's up to 14,000. Okay, well we'll just leave it at 18 again. We don't have ATC, so we'll just leave it as is. And all right, I better look at this departure just to make sure that I really truly can't fly it off of runway 9er. As long as I'm hooked up to ground power, we can. At the Sunty 3, I'll let you guys look at it with me, and I promise I will not leave the map up this time. Okay. So we've got departures, Sunty 3. Why can't we do this off a runway 9er? Because it's intended to go the other way. All right. Well, we are going on runway 16. So I guess we're going to just depart. This is a more direct departure anyway. We'll come down here to Yara, and we'll head on out here to, I assume, Sunty is out there, or Sunti, however you would say that. So, all right, well, I'll play your little game, Trebek. Am I on 2280? I am. I should be. Yep, 2280. Affirm. Back to my airport diagram, and I lost my. There we go. Okay, so we'll be pushing back. This is a weird area that we're at, so we're going to push back nose to the left, and then we're going to taxi on Alpha. We're going to cross runway 927. Okay, it's time to get the plane fired up here. We're going to get the APU going, and then we're going to disconnect ground. So let's go ahead and do power. Gives it just a second to get the APU door open. There it is. And then we can go ahead and push start. Watch the APU come up. And we're one step closer to being in the air. The lovely CRJ700 from Aerosoft. And you can see the weather here, guys. This is live weather. Live weather apparently is back in Microsoft Flight Sim, so life is good. And yeah, we can reap the benefits of all the icing conditions and all that fun stuff. We have a good start there. So our gens are auto gen. So let's AC or the external power has been disconnected. So let's come back over here and do the same. Disconnect, and get rid of the chocks. All right, again, we have all that set. Yep, yepper doodles. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Okay, let's connect the tug and the right external view here. We're going to just try to push back and miss all the other CRJs. Just get ourselves the heck out of Dodge. Kind of a cool livery. I like it. I like it. Just loaded up, or just looked up. Transition altitude is 10,000. Okay, 99%. They'll just throw you up to 31 and just to get you out of the way. Good to know. Good to know. Okay, let's back you up there, my friends. I think I need to taking the parking brake off here. No. That'll help. That'll help, Mr. Pushback Cart guy. See how well I drive. Turn to the right a little bit. I don't think this is how you do it, because I don't think you want to jet blast all these little areas here, but that's just to save a little time. We're just going to kind of turn this way, and then we'll taxi out to our left. We'll be on our way. What's the little bit sticking out? That's my new track IR. We're just about to turn that on and see how she works in Microsoft Flight Sim. Well, I know how it works in Microsoft Flight Sim, but we'll see how it works tonight. All right, I think that's pretty close. Disconnect the tug. And it looks nasty here. The southern coast of Australia. Parking brake is set. Oh man, about almost $1,000. Oh wow. Yeah, no doubt. You might as well. That's what Downwind Sim. He's a full VR guy. And you're right. If you're gonna drop that much cash, you might as well get the whole shooting match. All right, fuel boost pumps on. We should have turned the beacons on already because we were moving. And altimeter. What is my altimeter here? You know what? Let's get this thing turning here. And we'll figure the rest of it out. N2's coming up. Looking for 20%. We'll introduce the fuel and go to ground idle. I want to make sure I've got the right. Oh, you know what? Hold that thought. Controls option. This is one thing that I hope they fix in system update number 8. It should do a better job of recognizing the aircraft you're in, and it really should save a profile to that, in my opinion, to that airplane. You shouldn't have to go back and do it manually like that. Is that the right one? That's the right one. Okay. Can I swap out throttles without turning that off. Okay, very good. Very good. And just about a nice stable engine to start. We didn't monitor absolutely any of the systems, so we're lucky. We're lucky. Hey, Ori. Yeah, it is a pain. It's like, why go to the hassle of setting it up if it's just gonna, like, you have to. I mean, it's not like you have to reconfigure it, but you got to go select the profile, and I don't know, it's just extra steps. Here comes number one. Most of the western NSW is currently underwater. Oh man, pretty different for the Outback. Yeah, we flew Scrappy. We flew the last time we were down here. We flew out on the western side, and had a lot of fun. That's really interesting country because of how lush it can be, kind of on the coastline, and then how like you go right into desert. It's really, like I said, really interesting. Fun, a lot of fun. New South Wales. Thank you, New South Wales. Which is why you're considering the SPAD.next. Allegedly, it keeps the assigned correct profiles. Oh, huh. Very cool. Well, you have to let me know how that works. Ori, and by the way, welcome again, my friend. Good to see you. All right, there we go. 2 good engine starts. I am going to go grab the altimeter. I didn't do that last time, or when I should have on the checklist. It looks like we've got a QNH of 1009. So let's spin that down here. Right about there. A little bit above sea level. I think that looks correct as far as elevation. Our transponder and our comms. Comm is set. We're going to go ahead and go 2000 on the the generic ATC. Now we're Spock and Chuck, I believe. Yep. And we can turn, even though again it's not functional. Turn the weather. There we go. Over here, weather radar on. Good. And I might. Oh golly. I might try to maybe turn the integrated lighting on. I've set the time for midday, so we shouldn't have too much trouble, but sometimes you get turned and you get into a shadowy situation. It's kind of nice to have these backlight dials turned up just a little bit here. One, 2, and 3, I think, is what we have. All right, very good, very good. We're told there would be no math. If you fly from Sydney to Double, you'll see that change. Kind of like, so, well, yeah, it's just cool. Like I say, it's that's what this sim is really good for. Is I can go all over the world and I don't have to download Ortho, so it helps me. This is my international sim, no doubt about it. Okay, probes need to come on. Flaps, we need to set those. I can actually turn the APU off now because we're on engine generator power. Probes on, and I'll wait to set the anti-icing until we're just about ready to take off. Actually, no, I take that back. I'm going to go anti-icing on right now, just to be sure. Anything else up here? I don't think so. It's nose wheel steering can come on. Let's do a flight control check and we'll be on our way. Full right, centered, full left, centered, elevator up, center, down, center, rudder, right, left, center. That looks good. Set the flaps for flaps 5, Flaps for flaps 5. Does that make sense? Yeah, perfect. Track IR on. And let's do this here. Pause the track IR for a second. Get my taxi chart pulled up. All right, here we go. So track IR in this sim works. In some ways it works better than X-Plane. In some ways it doesn't work better. One thing about it in this sim is it's much more sensitive. Same settings, but just much more reactive and sensitive. The thing I like about track IR in this sim is if I'm looking somewhere and I hit the center key, it goes right back to my pilot point of view. What I don't like is it seems to always default me up to there when I re-engage it. So yeah, I'm not sure. Melbourne traffic, Jetstar 816 is be taxiing runway 16 via Alpha. Melbourne traffic. Is that guy moving? Might be. And the Melbourne traffic, Jetstar 816 will be holding for the traffic that's currently on Alpha heading left to right. Melbourne traffic. That's real real traffic because I don't have any AI stuff. So he's bigger than we are. He's like an A300 or a 767 or something. Oh, it's 4 engines. Sorry, he's like an A340 maybe or an A380. I don't know. A380s are double deckers like that. I think that's maybe what it is. Oh, he's gonna hold. Okay. All right, what are we doing there, my friend? What are we doing? What's going on here? Is he working through some kind of a checklist or what's going on? Oh, we got another guy in front here. Okay. So he's waiting for his friend. I'm waiting for him. This guy here is finishing up some kind of checklist probably. All right, well, so be it. Let's take a moment and oh, that was weird. So that didn't center up. Why didn't that? Well, it went over to there. Weird. Interesting. There he goes. Okay. A shower, that's right. It's a popular place, man. Gives our anti-icing time to warm up. Or is this, what is this? Is this a heat generated anti-icing system? Is fluid based? I don't even know. Most of them that operate down there are heat and thermal based. All right. Yeah, Melbourne traffic. Jetstar 816 is crossing runway 7 on Alpha. Melbourne traffic. Okay, everything looks clear down there. And that guy's not moving, so we're clear down there. Cleared across. There goes. Right, man, there's a third jet taking off. But I don't hear anybody talking. I hope that if I'm on comms, I did hear somebody earlier talking, so I do know it's working, but I don't know. Scrappy, are you down there? Are you hearing me talk? Oh, you're out. You okay? All right, let's just reset that view for now. And I'm cooking. I'm on idle taxi, but I'm like V1. Rotate. Slow down. Let's not get jet washed. I don't want to get my nice livery all boogered up. Might fly into Melbourne though. Oh, okay, very cool. Okay, I'm gonna pull this departure up again. We are gonna depart here, runway heading, and climb above 4,000. Then we're above 4,000. We're gonna turn left on a 147 and head direct Sunti or Sunti. So we're VNAV Yara, which is our first waypoint, and that again is on a 160 heading. So let's get that set here. I think I can actually, or can I? I had the heading bug working the other day, but it must not have been for this aircraft. At 160, just kind of around the horn here. '62. Click, click. 160 is set. Set speed, to preset the speed at 220. That's set. Heading is heading's armed as well. Okay, yeah, we're ready to go. Let these big boys get going first, though. Thanks for swinging by, you guys. Great to see you. Everybody there in the chat, if you're just lurking, welcome and hello. My name is Melvin. Welcome to, excuse me, my name is Brant. Welcome to the Melvin Leroy channel. Melvin was my grandfather, and the one that got me into aviation, well, at least this far. Unfortunately, he wanted more from me, but I wasn't quite able to deliver. But I do continue to enjoy flight simulation. And anyway, we're down here. This is a series called International Melvin, where we hop into Microsoft Flight Sim. We go fly around different parts of the world. We're down here in Australia today. This is Melbourne, and ready to fly down to Tasmania. For Track IR, do you need to get the camera as well? First of all, Witch Wicked Witch, welcome. Good to see you. And thank you very much for the follow. Appreciate that. Happy Tuesday in Skull. And I don't honestly know exactly all the things you need, but I just got this for Christmas, so it's like I'm in like the second week of using it is all. And basically what it comes with is it comes with this little IR, this little infrared attachment, and it has on the monitor in front of me, it has the little camera sensor. I think those are the two critical components. Beyond that, I don't honestly know. It came with a hat clip, but I'm using, this is called the Pro Clip. It clips onto my headphones, and apparently the hat clip works well if you have hat. It just kind of clips right onto the front of it, I guess. But I was recommended that I should pick up this this Pro clip. So that's what we're using. I'm still just trying to get used to it, kind of. And I do think I enjoy it. But I still have some things I'm trying to configure to make it look a little smoother and easier for you guys to watch. Melbourne traffic, Jetstar 816 is lining up and waiting, runway 16, Melbourne traffic. Okay, there goes the big heavy. Final clear. Haven't heard anybody talking on the comms at all, so I feel pretty good about lining up and giving this guy a little bit of wake turb time. Although not 100% sure that wake turb is actually simulated yet in Fussy Pants. They'll still be diligent. That's pretty close. Go. All right, good deal. What frequency am I on? Well, I should be on 122.8, and I am on 122.8. Very low cloud deck. Yeah, you ain't kidding, my friend. So this will be interesting. This will be interesting. All right, landing lights coming on. Cog strobies are coming on. Don't need the wings. There is no auto brake to set. There's no continuous ignition to set. The only thing left to set up here is the fuel cross feed override. Put that to manual. And before takeoff, checklist is complete. All right. Yep, I think we're ready. Melbourne traffic. Jetstar 816 is departing runway 16, Melbourne. There is one on the right-hand side, Ori Dark one says. Okay. I'll have to check that out, but too late now. We're rolling. There's climb and toga power set. Looks like the A300 is going down over there, man.
Traffic, Route 334, taxiing for the active Melbourne.
Hey, all right, good deal. There's somebody else on the comms. Always good.
And good day, Melvin.
Hey, good day, Scrappy. 1VR. Thank you for confirming that, by the way. I do appreciate it.
Check out your left side as you take off, just past, I think it's Foxtrot.
Whoops. Not sure if I quite saw you, but I saw a lot of guys down there. It's good to hear you on the comms, man. All right, so...
Cheers, mate. Might follow you. We'll see how it goes. If not, I'm going bush bashing.
All right, should be fun. Laps coming up. Back on course here. Speed's getting to where we need it to be. And we're in the soup. We're in the muckety muck. Let's just level it out a little bit here.
Oh,
we're going to break out. Beautiful.
Runway
Beautiful.
34.
Beautiful. Very nice. Very nice. I like it. I like it. Okay.
Let's kick the tires like the fires.
All right, there we go. Heading mode is engaged. It will level out and catch my speed that I've set here and climb out speed mode. We will go ahead and start click spot and no, let's we need to get this altitude spun up here. 270 is what we're looking for. I probably could engage the nav at this point. And then I do want to look, since Ori clued us in, I have never seen those, so that's really good to know. This is taking forever. There we go. 1921.
You buggered off pretty quickly.
Yeah, this thing likes to scoot. All right, 270. And that is altitude is armed. 220, we're good. I think we're going to go ahead and go nav mode here. We accidentally ended up on the magenta line. So what the heck? Okay, so now there is supposedly a said to the right of the engine starts. Oh god. So sure enough, continuous ignition right there. I'm adding that to my checklist right now, my friend. Thank you so much for
Melvin traffic, CRJ700,
showing me
we are
that.
leaving the pattern and going onto low-level altitude flight. We're going to be bush bashing out in a number of fields up to the west of the airfield, Melbourne.
Continuous ignition.
I'm going bush bashing, Melvin. I can't catch up with you.
Hey, I don't blame you. That's not a bad plan B. It's good to hear you on the comms there, Scrappy. Always nice to have you flying along. And anybody else, by the way, that would like to fly along, we're going to back off to Climb Power. And we're heading down to Cranbrook in Tasmania. So it'll be the first time ever that I've flown to Tasmania. So looking forward to seeing what that looks like and seeing if I can, maybe with all these clouds, we're not going to see a whole heck of a lot of the landscape here. But I think the weather, from what I'm noticing, gets a little bit better as we head south. Plus, we're going across the open ocean here for probably about, I don't know, a good 25 minutes of this flight, maybe 30.
Jetstar 816, I think I just did a Melvin, flipped it into the water. That is a very expensive paint job.
Oh man, bent airframe count +1. Ah, dang it, Scrappy.
Hey, in my defense, it was a bloody wombat. Not my fault wombat will bash the living shaders out of the front gear.
Oh man. Well, you fit right in. You fit right in with us.
Or maybe it was a kangaroo, I'll let you know.
Okay. Alright, everything is coming off here. We are through 10,000, and our friend Scrappy said that is actually the transition altitude around these parts. So we'll go 1013 on the QNH hectopascals, and we'll continue our climb to 270. We're doing good here. I really should have sped it up to 250.
Hopped out of the aircraft, turned out to be a kangaroo. A very dead and splattered one at the
That's no good. Sorry to hear that, Scrappy. Let's go 240. It might be...
Oh, well, they're considered a pest daddy.
Oh, not good. Not good. Sorry to hear that, Scrappy.
If you ever find yourself coming down to Australia, do not be surprised when you see a kangaroo hopping down the main street behind the car. Trust me on that one.
It's kind of like seeing antelope in Wyoming. They're everywhere. All right, let's see what next here. We got the climb checklist, and we've got the climb power set. We can go ahead and turn the cross flow override back to auto. Sure, I think is set. We have lights are off, and we're back to standard baro. Very good, very good. Yep. We just need to get up to 270. We'll set the cruise power, and we'll be on our way. As you can see, we're kind of.
CRJ700, Jetstar 816. Have you guys got a heading and a speed that I can follow on?
Currently heading 145 and doing 240 knots right now. Jetstar 816.
240 knots, bugger that. I can't even get this thing to 120.
And you might have to just have to hyper drive down and spawn in down there. Are there some good bush strips and stuff? Like Tasmania looks like a kind of a cool, kind of mountainy type of place. There's got to be some good bush landing or bush flying opportunities down there. Stupid
There's a
Coronado
reason
logic.
why they call Tasmania the second Japan, because it's almost like flying to Japan apparently.
Yeah,
The weather and topography are the same.
really. That's cool. Yeah, it looks
Otherwise, if you
pretty
come up
awesome.
to outback New South Wales, outback Queensland, they actually do have a lot of bush bashing trails out this way, especially along the coast. There's actually a place maybe 1.5 hour flight, not even, from south of Sydney, called Justice Russ. It's a privately owned airfield, but you can do some amazing stuff with it.
Huh.
It's a very difficult approach, but it's a really worth it approach.
Nice, nice. Yeah, so here's kind of what I'm thinking, guys, is if I can make it to where am I going? Yeah, to oh wait, what did I say? Did I say I'm going to Cranbrook MLT? Oh, where's Cranbrook? Cranbrook's down, kind of.
And I hit another wombat. Bloody hell.
I
No,
can't.
never mind, just a try. I mean,
Where the heck? Oh, you know what? I think I screwed up. I think I put the wrong. Oh man, I was intending to go to Lawson. All right, so golly, all right. Give me 1 second here. I need to amend my flight in more ways than one.
Caribou 234, Jetstar A16 might start to lose you on the frequency as you head out towards the Aussie bite. So if I do lose you, patches on the flip. Hope to see you back eventually.
I will definitely be back. Great talking to you on the comms, and safe flights out there, my friend. All right, flight plan. We're gonna go.
Safe flight, and as I say in Oz, au revoir.
Oh,
Wait, no, that's French. I'll figure it out.
I am going to the right spot. I just have the wrong thing on my notes here. I have MLT as Cranbrook, but it's Lawson. So okay. All right. I feel less panicked about this now. So we go back to Volanta. So we're heading to Lawson, and then my thought was what I thought would kind of be fun. And again, it depends a lot. I'm really late getting started today, like almost an hour late. But I was thinking of going down here to Hobart and then working my way up to there. Looked like a kind of a neat, like Friendly Beaches or St. Mary's or St. Helens. Like working my way up maybe some of these airstrips on this east coast here. And then if we had time, I thought it might be kind of fun to go up here to Flinders Island and just mess around a little bit. So we'll see. We'll get on the ground, Lawson. I've got the hiccups, and see how we're feeling. I plan on honestly spending, I would say, at least 2 more streams down here, maybe more. Might get down here to Tasmania. Might devote just an entire stream to flying around Tasmania, and then potentially an entire stream flying around, Flinders Island. Like to get back over to New Zealand and fly a little bit more over there. So there's maybe 3 streams, and then we can't leave the area without going back over to Papua New Guinea. So we could potentially have a good couple of months of international Melvin down here. Stupid Coronado logic. That's all I have to say. Downwind Sim is wrestling with his caravan. All right, we've got 1,000 to go. We'll level off. Plane is performing very well, much better than it should be with the pilot at hand here, but yeah, we've got just approaching or just passing the Sunti intersection, so we're on the right track, heading to Benzo, and we'll be out over the ocean here for a little while. There is a flight service station. Try to see where that was at. 129.0. Well, it's just out here over New Zealand right now. So, yeah, but as you can see, there's there's Tasmania, and Tasmania itself has a couple little islands just right around it. But a guy could pop over here. We've been in New Zealand a little bit. I don't know if the flights will show up, but yeah, we've been in here a little bit. We did a flight from Auckland to Wellington down to Invercargill. But what a rich, mountainous, beautiful place New Zealand is. And then you could even come up here. There's all these places, Fiji and Tonga and uh, Samoa and all that stuff. But there's all kinds of places to visit around here. But I do think Papua New Guinea will get in there a little bit more as well. And then again, we haven't even scratched the surface really here in Australia. So many more places to fly. South Australia, Queensland, the Northern Territory. Guy probably ought to get into every one of those and poke around a little bit. So really a neat place here. Could go YSHL. Got time after the flight to Tassie. Yeah, it'll probably be it for me again, Scrappy. I'm kind of like early in the week for me, and so trying to get to bed at halfway decent hour. But I am going to put down YSHL in my notes here, so I know to check it out. But as most of you guys know, my ultimate goal is to, at least for this year, is to, after I'm done sort of bopping around down in this area, is just to work my way up kind of Indonesia, the Philippines, kind of through Vietnam, Thailand area here, up through China. I may finally install Japan, the world update for Japan, but come up through the eastern side of Russia here and hop across somewhere maybe by the Nome area, or I might even come down here to the Aleutian Islands and just just connect up. So just kind of get a little bit of flying in this part of the world, and then as you can see, this part of my map is woefully underrepresented. So that's future international Melvin flights to come for sure. Our friend Rob Valkyrie, by the way, shared a cool link. It looks like the Cross the Land event for February has been posted. So that's another good way to kind of see some places that you don't normally see. But yeah, let me grab this. This is off of the Threshold website. Let me share this link with you guys. You can go check it out. I've never done this, but I think it looks pretty fun. I've always wanted to do across the pond, but it always falls at a time in the year where I really can't. So this, being that it's in February, might be much more doable time-wise. It's kind of in the dead of winter where I live, and it might allow for me to actually participate. I'm almost atop of descent already, so okay, what I'm going to do is I'm going to pull up the chart for Lossiton, and we are shooting again. We're shooting the VOR. I'm not on an arrival, but we're going to shoot the VOR runway 14 right approach, and I need to be down to 4,000. So I'm going to arm that right now. Set that, and I'll arm it. and that's our altitude at the initial approach fix there. That we're gonna vector ourself to, because I couldn't find the waypoint that allowed that. So, yep, none of this. We go from 270 down to 3821. Ursum is. Heck, I don't even see where Ursum is. Kind of makes me feel like maybe I have the wrong approach in. P14 right.
Clean up the slide.
LT. I don't even know who that is that set that sound off, but thank you very much. I've got a hunch that it's our friend Mr. Robert Marcinic, and it is. It is my friend Rob Valkyrie. Hello, Rob. Oh, holy cow! Frank is here. Virtual GAA. Frank, what's going on, my dude? Long time no see. Of course, I've been stalking your YouTube channel to no end. And by the way, Frank, thank you so much for putting out that video on the new Cessna 172. Holy cow, that looks like a heck of a plane, man. For those of you that don't know Virtual GAA, he does some fantastic work. He's got a YouTube channel, and you'd really enjoy going over and checking him out. And Rob, great to see you. We were just talking about Cross the Land. Do you have your Cross the Land spot already reserved? I'm guessing you probably do. I don't feel like I have the right. Okay, VOR 14. Yeah, that's it. That's our boy. Okay, well, we're just gonna ride it out and see. Just saw the airport. Well, okay, so you shared the event. I don't know, man. If I had a little time, I'd look. I'll open it up, but I don't know. I posted the link there, so take a look and see, because I'm just about at top of drop here. I don't know how well I'll be able to show you guys, but so they went eastbound in October last year, and then they're going now. This is a westbound event involving airports in the Middle East and Europe. Okay, very cool. So yeah, so here it is. I'm seeing Dubai. I'm seeing Queen Aliyah International. I'm seeing Kuwait. I'm seeing King Abdulaziz and Sharm el Sheikh. Those are the departure airports, and then it looks like the arrival airports are going to be Flugenfinn von Josef Straub, Vienna, Brussels, Geneva, Malaga, Costa del Sol, and Riga. Very nice, very nice. Well, thank you, Rob, for the share on that. I look forward to digging into it a little bit more deeply, and I really want to test it out and see what it's really like. I think in lieu of Cross the Pond, I'll be very happy flying this event. It looked like you had a lot of fun, and your report last year of it was tremendous. Scrappy's going to stream his flight as well. Ooh, hey, yeah, definitely. So go over Scrappy the Pilot and go check out his account there on Twitch. And looks like, yeah, I gotta get you followed up there, because I gotta hop in and see how you did with your last one there. Oh man. All right. So yep, he's up. He's live. So you can go check it out and see the world from Scrappy's point of view. Very nice. Very nice. Bookings will be available, okay, on the 22nd. All right. Well, that's all right. It gives me time to start looking at scenery and maybe considering some ortho, maybe even flying around a little bit in the area and familiarizing myself. All right, top of drop. And I think we should try to remember. We've got the altitude armed here, so probably don't have the VNav set up like I'm supposed to. Yeah, there's no VNav button over there. This is one you've got to just fly yourself. I can't remember. I'm not in this plane very often, so it's yeah, we'll just do this. We'll go ahead and let's bring the power back a little bit here as well. Probably about mid throttle here, and we'll just VNav it down. Old school here. About 1500 probably ought to keep us in the neighborhood here. Don't want to slow down too much, but I definitely don't want to overspeed. Virtual GAA, what's your YouTube channel? Yeah, if you don't get it, I'll get it. I've got it right here on my subscription list. I think it is just Virtual GA. Trying to, now I say that and I click on the wrong thing here. Virtual GA, Virtual General Aviation Aviator. Where are you? Oh, it's giving me the GA. Some watch. What the heck? All right, that's frustrating. I'm why isn't it showing my? I'll probably have it up here. Gotta look it up. It's slightly different than your Twitch, because your Twitch channel is just Virtual GAA, but it's slightly different from that on YouTube. Why can't I find it? It should just be right here in my list. Yeah, partly because I have way too many people that I'm following right now. Need to come in and do a little cleanup work, I think. All right, well, I better fly the plane. I'll let Rob. Rob is really good at getting information and all that. And Frank, if you get it, obviously you can post it. Feel free to post it. There we go. What is the name? Oh, you've changed it, Frank. Just to your name. Yeah. Oh man, and you've got a top 5 out. Holy cow, dude! You've been doing some work. You've been flat out doing some work. But yeah, keep it up. Keep it up, my friend. It's always makes me smile when I see one of your. Oh, I don't have. Okay. Somehow I got popped off your sub list, so I'm resubbing. I don't. That's why I couldn't find you. That's really weird. Not only that, but he's got about the top 5 Canon lenses that you could ever possibly want for your photography up there as well. Frank, I didn't realize you were also a photographer, dude. That's awesome. Hey, and there's Jet Pilot Cinnamon popping in. Great to see you, Mike. As always, sir. Hope you are well. Looking forward to the event coming up tomorrow. No, Thursday. Should be a lot of fun. And don't worry about a thing, JPC. If we end up at a spot where we need another event or two for the month of January, I can help with that. So what I thought I would do is just let others have a shot at picking some things up, and if there's nobody that wants to, I can do at least one more. I just didn't want to be that guy, like I'll do it all. It'll be the month of Melvin. All hail Melvin Leroy and his mediocre stream ideas. Yeah, no. Hey, best of luck to you on your interview, by the way. Got this, man. You got this. All right. update the heading bug. Yeah, no, I always have fun. In my mind, I picture it and it's beautiful. But yeah, I've got a few things, honestly, just on the back burner from some other ideas, but I just, like I said, I don't want to be that guy that thinks he's got to do everything. Yeah, I still have anti-icing on, by the way. I probably should have turned that off a long time ago. Hopefully, this must not be a chemical-based anti-icing system, because I would have drained all of that fluid out by now. Yeah, we're good. Check how you stacked it up. Oh my gosh, let's see what you've done here, Scrappy. Oh man. Well, careful of that first step there, buddy. It's a long way down. he's in the V in the wedge. Dude, that's funny. That is good, man. Good thing that caribou can take a licking and keep on ticking. That's all I have to say. Now down we go here. Down we go again. Probably should get an altimeter, but not until we're through 10,000. Again, that was Scrappy the pilot letting us know that that's the transition altitude here. It's QNH is 1020, and I'm going to also come down here and make sure that I've got the nav frequency set as it should be. VOR approach here, 112.6. That is active. That's all we need. And then an approach course heading of 130. This does have a small DME arc that we could fly off of 112.6. So inclined. But I think what we're going to do is just end up just vectoring ourselves pretty much straight in here. Hoping that that's okay. Sounds like Josh over in the Discord channel is really hoping to fly this CTP, well not CTP, cross the land, CTL, in the 7.6. Rob, what's going to be your soup du jour for that event there? In my defense, I did say bush bashing. I know you took the Tolus, you took the A319, I think, last time, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what I will take if I have the opportunity to fly it. I think the 747 would be a great choice. That'd be a lot of fun. But I might opt for the A300 just so I have a little more modern navigational equipment, just in case it's so, I don't know where that part of the world, and I've got the hiccups. If that part of the world is as RNAV as the rest of the little bit of Europe that I've flown, but not a ton of VORs and stuff that you can chase. Boy, this is a grumpy looking cloud next to us, isn't it? Wow. Wow. Okay, I really do need to probably bring the speed back, get under 250 here as I'm closing in on 10,000, and I'm a hair early, but I'm going to go ahead, set that QNH to 3020, or sorry, 1030. Let me confirm that. 1030? Yeah, 1020. Okay, 1020. Okay, good. Okay, and then I'm gonna pop it into heading mode right here. And we're going to come in, we're going to try to intercept this baby fairly smoothly. So what, 130, so 2010, 100. That's about a 30-degree intercept. Let's see how that treats us. Might not be quite enough of a turn here. Yeah, we'll see. We'll give it a look. Into Tassie. There we go. The first look of Tazmania. My first ever look in the sim. Well, or real life for that matter. So wow, what a cool little spot it looks to me like. Open these clouds, sort of clear up a little bit so that we can have a little more of a look here. Yeah, I'm not able to move side to side like I really want to. More adjusting. I know. Let's reset that. We'll just kind of do our camera angle, but heavily forested it looks like, at least on this part of the island, and then just again lots of clouds and lots of goodness here. The type of flying we like. It is a green dot day, by the way, down here at Lawson. So winds are 140 at 15. We do have 10 miles of statute visibility. I'm not really reporting any serious cloud issues, so I'm hoping once we get past, clouds are upside down. Don't fall up. I don't know, with live weather and the way it's been acting in Microsoft Flight Sim, I don't know what to expect, to be totally honest. Got a stack of dad. That's right, you do have some good dad jokes. Right, how are we doing, by the way? We may even be close to intercepting. Oh, heck, I think we're going to be in good shape there. Good shape. Now, if we could just get down to 4,000, which I also think we're in good shape to do. So I'm going to back off on the descent rate here a little bit, because I do need to lose a little speed. I'm kind of breaking the speed limit slightly. If after the flight you want to come bush bashing into your aircraft, you're at the YSHL on 2730. All right, Scrappy. Let me see how I feel when I'm done. If I have a little bit of time and a little bit of oomph, I'm going to try to go down to Hobart and check out the southern part of the island, and then maybe work my way up the where is YSHL? Oh, YHSL's clear back up there by towards Sydney. Yeah, I'm not going to be up there probably tonight, Scrappy, but I do have that written down in my notes as that would be kind of a fun place, like after I hit New Zealand, maybe fly back over to Sydney and then jump over to that YHSL area, which, as I'm looking at it, does have some terrain and some cool spots for sure. So, all right, coming up to 4, gonna let that speed back off. About 220 would be good, I think. 220 to 180 at this point, and maybe a radio call. How far out am I? 10, 20. Yeah, maybe a little too far yet. Hopefully I'm not down too low. There are some 5,000 foot mountains in this area. Terrain. Pull up. Terrain. Never see it. Not in this stuff. I lost it in traffic. Jetstar 816 is about 25 to the north of the field at 4,000, inbound runway 14. Lost it in traffic. Hopefully I pronounced that correctly. There's 4,000. And don't yet have a VOR, so we're gonna wait and get a little closer here. And if worst comes to worst, we could just actually activate L19 and just kind of ride the wave all the way on and in there. So we'll see. We'll see how it goes. I'm kind of digging the fact that we've got some of these low clouds. This might turn into more of an approach than I thought. The mist approach here is a freaking trip. If we go mist, we track outbound, climb to 3,000 after 7.7 and passing 2,500, we turn right to 080, and we keep climbing on a procedure turn to 313. We pick up the ILS 32 left and track that outbound to 4,000. So yeah, it's a trip, my man. There's some hills in the area here, so let's see how we do. Get 4 at tenor. I might even be a little bit inside of that, so I'm going to go ahead and go down to 3,000. Let's go ahead vertical speed it and just go 1,000 feet per minute here. We'll keep our speed about where it's at. That looks pretty good. Just working through the approach checklist here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we are about to land. Please remain seated.
29 is the ref. We can start throwing flaps. Actually, already we could throw some flaps. I think I will. We're below 230. I'm going to go flaps 5. And at 10 DME, we should be 3780. So yeah, we're going to be below that. That looks good. Speed is good. 29 is the ref. I know how to do this now. Continuous ignition is armed. Landing, taxi, lights are on. Local altimeter is set. And we still do not have a localizer here. Alright, so let's do this. Let's execute. And we're going to just go nav until we get a little closer. That'll get us on the approach, and as soon as we see the field, we'll just fly the rest of it visually, because there is no glide slope, so you're going to have to manage that anyway. Okay, passenger signs are on. Thrust reversers are set. I didn't ever disarm those. That was a bad job on my part. And the radio nav are set. Okay, very good, very good. Alright, so if we go missed, we're 133. We're climbing out on a 133. We're doing a procedure turn. We're coming right back toward runway 31. It's all on 112.6, which is the only good thing. And then we just keep on coming up to 4,000. And we hold basically right straight back behind us. There's the field coming off of autopilot. Lawsonton traffic. Jet started 16 on a 10-mile final runway 14 Lawsonton. Alright, let's go another notch of flaps. Cleared to land. Gear coming down. Back IR is on. Buckle up, boys. Here's where it gets interesting. Just a little sensitive in this sim. Wish I could turn that down a little bit. I might try and see if I can. But I've not been able to. Like, if I adjust it to slow down a little bit in in Microsoft Flight Sim, then it's like really, really slow really slow in X-Plane. Oops, I just put my hand in front of the sensors. It turns it off when you do that. Okay. Yeah, we're going to go right there. Speed's coming down nicely. We're on the glide, nice and stable. Somehow, I don't know how that's happened. Put your landing rate predictions in if you want to show me how good of friends you are with me. Put your realistic ones in there. Or you can put the ones in there that you know are going to make me feel good, even though I'm not ever able to achieve those buttery smooth rates. No giveaway or anything. It's just all bragging rights. All right, full flaps. Here's down, indicating I'm wandering as usual. 500's checked.
400.
A little bit of a wind off our left-hand side, it feels like. Ooh, a little turbulence bump.
100.
Good. Laning Carl.
40, 30, 20, 10.
Down. Got that left wing down. Plunked it down a little bit, but not too bad. Not gonna make that one. Go to the next one. I think I have a little bit of a freeware add-on for this airport, so wait. See what there is, like some custom signage or something. If I remember right. Could be misremembering. Maybe it's Hobart that I found the freeware. And where is the terminal? Gotta be right down there. Runways, or the taxiway is clear. And Loston traffic, Jetstar 816 is clear of runway 14, Loston.
Please remain seated until the aircraft has come to a complete stop.
Yes, ma'am. Okay, landing lights. I don't even need taxi lights because we have everything on right now. Logo strobe can come off as well. We'll clean up the flaps. I can find the flaps lever. 2, 3, 4, 5. Should turn the weather radar off if I can find it. I don't know where it's at. Oh, somebody pushed the follow button. Now let me get over here to the terminal area, and I'll welcome you properly, though. Although it's not as cool as the junior first officer welcoming you, but great to have you along. Oh, little tail dragger. Hey, by the way, has anybody checked out the new Cessna 170, that free Cessna 170 mod? I heard it's actually not half bad. But where the heck am I going to park here? I got all these GA aircraft in the way. Maybe this isn't the terminal. Yeah, this is looking pretty default to me, honestly. Yeah, we'll just kind of come in here. We're done with the CRJ for tonight. So, yeah, it's got one problem that has been reported to the developer, and that is the propeller turns the wrong way. But our friend Canadian Captain Mustache tested it out and messaged the dev, and surprisingly enough, got a response from him, and the response was, "Oops, thanks for pointing that out. I will fix that." So, too low pull up, virtual GA is trying to get in my head, man. I see what you're doing, Frank. Downwind Sim is for sure my best friend because he put the lowest rate down. Thank you so much. We had Slim Man. 821 joining Prop Culture. Thank you so much. And Iowa Scotsman, great to see you as well. Scrappy has it. It's not terrible. Minor fixes are required. Cool. All right, let me finish the shutdown here. Honestly, we're not doing any kind of APU power, so we're going to lose everything like at once. So just be ready for that. Why can't I find the doggone weather radar on this stupid thing? I have the hardest time. It's just right down here, right? It is, but it isn't. It is, but it is. Oh, there it is. It's hiding on me. Yeah, right on both sides. There was a snake. I was bit. Yeah. So there you go. It's the Jetstar 700 version of the CRJ. Really a fun aircraft. You know, kind of has a nice system of depth to it, but at the same time, a guy can get out and fly it without doing a whole heck of a lot of prep work. Oh, and Virtual GAA is now holding that coveted latest ascriber position in the lower left-hand corner of the screen. Frank, thank you for your support, man. I appreciate it. Am I going bush bashing or calling it a night? Well, no, I'm not going to call it a night quite yet, although I am going to take a slight break out of the cockpit. But what I'm going to do is this. I am going to fly. I'm going to fly from here down to Hobart and pick a new plane. Say, I'm thinking something. Golly, I might have to take the Seneca because it looks like we have some icing to consider. So let's see. Let's see what we have here. So we are YMLT. Yep, Lawson, and we are going to go from general aviation parking. Where the heck is that? Here somewhere. Oh, it's down here at the other end. Okay. And our aircraft du jour. I was thinking Mooney, but Mooney doesn't have any anti-icing, so I think Seneca is going to be the aircraft for us. Yeah, that looks good. Okay, there. Flight conditions hopefully will be the same. Let me get this loaded up. I'll also get my throttles changed out, and then we'll try to get down to Hobart, and then we'll see what kind of how much time we have, how much time we got, and well, I want to fly up this eastern coast of Tasmania. I think that looks Tassie, as I'm learning they call it. I want to see what it looks like. It looks pretty dang cool, and I want to get a little bit of a lower and slower view of it. You know what I really need is I need a high wing. I need a good high wing, and I know you're going to tell me go get the Kodiak, and it's out there. I do know that, but I don't have the funds. I just don't have the funds. I made a major purchase recently, and I just don't have the funds. Okay, I'm locking that in. Give me just 2 seconds, guys. I'll come right back. We'll talk some more. We'll fly some more and have some fun. So I'll be back in a couple.
Welcome to pop culture.
Okay, guys, I am back, and it looks like while I was gone, Aussie Gamer HV has followed along. Welcome, first of all, Aussie Gamer. Great to have you, and appreciate the follow. And Scrappy, what frequency am I at? What is a good frequency down here? Do you just is it 22.8? Is that the kind of the Unicom frequency, or are you talking about like more of a chat between pilots frequency? Because I don't know what that one would be. I'm going to be probably just on 2280. All right. So again, you know what I've got to do here, right? Control options and switch my Bravo over to the, I think I have it called Complex V or GA. Yeah. There. Wait. There. Complex GA. All 6 of these little levers are needed. So, what else did I miss here? What else did I miss? Scrappy's talking in French. Beau crew? I don't even know. I don't speak French, man. Resume. So let me show you here what I'm thinking of before we go anywhere, just in case. I know Scrappy's attempting to fly along. Info screen. There we go. and I'm not really doing a very good job of helping him out, so I apologize for that. Scrappy YMLT. We'll go Lossiton. It's not exactly going to be bush bashing here, but no, Hobart. What's Hobart? YMHB. But maybe we'll find some. Maybe we'll find some. I guess I probably could have flown the on this, but so south here about 80 miles down here to Hobart. Just check out Hobart. A little bit of a bigger airport, but you're kind of we're kind of getting into some mountainous terrain here. But then after Hobart, you guys, that's when it gets interesting. And again, depending on how much time, it's already 8 o'clock my time. Okay, I'm kind of a lightweight. I gotta get my beauty rest here, but down here to Hobart, and I really want to work my way up, kind of, and not just these paved airstrips, but I'm hoping to be able to find a few like these guys here. These guys here, these unmarked ones are the ones that are the grass strips, are kind of the fun ones. So I'm hoping I can find a few of those. I don't have anything in particular, and if we just hit all these these paved runways, then so be it. It'll give us a nice tour of this eastern coast, and that'll be good enough for me as well. So that's kind of what I'm thinking. Hopefully that'll work for you guys. Again, if anybody wants to join me, I think I'm on the Western server. What am I on? Oh, North Europe. I'm on North Europe. So feel free to jump in there, and happy to visit with you and hang out with you.
Jasper, you forgot the name again.
Thank you very much, Downwind Sim, for being on the Johnny on the spot. 0.34 is here, Tim. How are you, buddy? Good to see you. Happy Tuesday. I absolutely spit Diet Dr. Pepper out my nose when I read your comment today about how we're moving dangerously close to it's time for you to go outside and make a real friend. When they were talking about the Challenger, I thought that was really funny. All right, is everything going good here? Yeah, we're good. That was that was good stuff, my man. Good stuff. All right. You know what? And Aussie Gamer, you chose the route button, and I don't even know that command. I don't even know if I have it turned on tonight because it's just all. Oh, I have the Gemma Studio. I need to turn that off. That's obviously not the right route. We're doing some stuff down here in Australia, obviously. So I'm just going to turn that command off for now because I didn't update that, and I apologize. I was late already getting on the stream, so it's been one of those days. All right, battery coming on, alternators, mags, and fuel pump. Do I have fuel? Let's turn the fuel on. How much fuel do I have in this bird? Half a tank? I think that's what it kind of, yeah, that should be plenty. So it looks good. Right, fuel pump is on. All right, we're gonna, oops. We're gonna go forward here. Only because you're supposed to, well, let me see if I can do it. Maybe I can do it if I can double, if I can, yeah, as it starts to fire, you're supposed to move the mixture. I kind of do it beforehand, honestly. It's not really the way to do it. Okay, fuel pump off there, mags on, fuel pump on. Same thing here, and see how we do. Ugh, reaching over. Starts to light. There you go. It's the mixture, and we're good there. Awesome. Looks good. Looks good. What airport am I at? I am at Hobart. No, I'm at Lossiton. Sorry, I'm heading to Hobart. YMLT. So far, so good. Let's turn some radios on here. That looks good. It's going to come on here. This is also going to turn on. And yeah, we had an altimeter, a QNH of 1020. So we'll reset that right there. That looks good. And I am on, well, actually, am I on VATSIM? I was, but I might have got bumped off when yep, I'm going to get back on right now. I got bumped off when I changed aircraft here. November 11816, and I am in a PA 34. Is that the Seneca? Yes, that's the Seneca. All right, cool. And you're on 2280. All right, cool, man. I'll be there. I'll be on in just 1 second. I'm hearing some people talking. Deal. Try to fly as realistic as I can while flying these simulated aircraft. Simulation, not game. That's right.
Yeah, fair enough. 738, I might end up losing it very soon. You're going out of radio.
Okay. Trying to figure out what is left to turn on here, you guys.
Catch you 738. I'll have to go catch a flight up to Brisbane sometime soon. 234 out.
All right. Again, I got to figure out where I'm at on the airfield here, and I'll be ready to rock and roll. Chart list, taxi charts, airport info. It's pretty much just, yep, hang it right. We'll be off and running. I do have, by the way, I do have the PMS 750, but I don't have it updated. I'm not 100% sure it works very well.
Cavalry 234 reversing out of gate 1, taxiing for runway 14 right.
I lost it in traffic. November 11816 is also on the taxi 14 right. Coming there now.
Cover that 816, I'll wait for you. I'll let you get in front.
Might be the slow one here, so I can pull over too if you want to go first. But we're on Alpha heading to 14 right.
I might go on to that taxiway to your straight right. I can take off really quickly in this thing. Might give you a bit of time to get all the way down.
Yeah, roger that. Okay.
What do I look like behind you?
I'll have to stop and let you catch up to me.
That's interesting. I should be coming right up behind you now.
Yep, you're just a little ways behind. You're a tricycle gear, like a Bonanza, probably is kind of what I'm seeing.
That is interesting. That is very interesting.
Yep, you guys all know how CSLs work, and so if I don't have the airplane in Microsoft Flight Sim, then I can't see the airplane. It just tries to do the best it can, and so whatever. Abbreviated run up here.
It's not like FSX would at least try to substitute it.
Yeah, no doubt. So let's take a peek here. I've got a little bit of a warning here. Oh, pitot heat is off. It's down here, and I'm gonna have a hard time track IR on. Let me cut it off here for now. Heat can come on. Windshield heat, pitot. It's gonna work. We need to be out of here. We're not any. We're just. Oh, I haven't even filed the flight plan. Oh, jeez, Louise. Stand by. Sorry, traffic behind me. I don't have any kind of a flight plan. I was in such a hurry trying to get everything going here.
So problem 816.
A firm. Yeah, I'm not from out of town. I'm going to pull over, do a quick run up, and I'll let you depart ahead of me.
Righto, 816-234 will jump out in front of you. You don't have to move if you don't want to, you can just go out in the grass. Oh, how kind. Such a gentleman.
Have fun. I'll be right behind you.
Cheers, 816. See you in the air.
All right.
Manchester traffic, Caribou 7, correction, Caribou 234, entering, lining up 14 right, Manchester.
Okay, so we're going to be departing pretty much on the heading that we need to go. I'm showing here like a 156 will get us there, but we'll wander around a little bit also. Don't get me wrong. I'm not afraid to do that. All right, there goes Scrappy, or he's ready. I lost it in traffic. Seneca 816 will line up behind departing traffic.
Copy that, just doing a quick run up.
Do the same, honestly.
Manchester traffic, Caribou 234, taking off runway 14 right. Caribou 234, rejected takeoff, rejected takeoff. Caribou 234, rejected takeoff. We're still on runway 14 right. We just had a panel indicator come up, followed by a very abrupt alarm. We'll chuck a U-turn, get out of your way.
All right, Seneca 816 will line up and wait for traffic to clear. Lost to traffic. All right, nobody coming on final.
Bloody hell, it's nearly 3-4 years of flying this thing. I've never had to do an RTO on this.
That's kind of cool, actually. But the wind is a little bit more
Got it on.
more sporty than I thought here. So, all right, here we go.
Caribou 234, clear of all runways.
I lost in traffic. Seneca 816 is departing 14. Be straight out VFR departure. Lost in traffic. All right, you guys.
Who's the posh one? We don't speak like that down here.
Hard part of this flight is I've been also trying to learn Australian while doing it. E, D, and rotate.
816-234, we'll be holding at the end of the taxiway for you.
All right, positive rate.
That's
Gear up. See if we can stay below the ice here. Lost in traffic. Seneca 816 is climbing through 1000. We're departing the area to the south. Last call for Loston. All right, looks good.
Manchester traffic, Caribou 234, rolling
Launceston.
runway 14 right.
Launceston. Haven't said it right once in like 15 tries. Launceston. Yeah, sorry about that, you guys. Oh, apparently I got a marker, outer marker. Okay, that's cool.
816, what's your current IAS?
Now we're going to be doing probably around a $140.
40 knots.
140.
Right.
Yeah, 140.
Oh, righto. That's more like it.
Okay, flaps up, gear up. Bringing those, golly, those RPMs back. 1600 is what we're looking for.
Interesting part is this thing's bigger than you, but it only does up to about 150, 160 knots. So, interesting.
Yeah, this Seneca is not exactly known for its speed, but it's, I have fun with it. Okay, so let's turn and
Looks pretty good in the air as well. Yeah.
kind of get going about about 160. So there's like a natural little kind of a not valley really, but like a little bit of a flat that leads us down towards Hobart. And I think we're gonna do 3,500.
Some sort of dogfight got you right on my side.
Hey, is there an appropriate VFR altitude for this eastbound flight here, like 3,500? Is that appropriate?
For Tassie, most of the hilltops hit around 3,500 views, so you tend to do about 4.5 to 5,000. If you're that keen, you can go up to 7,000. Otherwise, if you're going anywhere fancy, then bump it all the way up to 10,000.
All right, Roger. Well, I want to stay below the clouds here, guys. So I'm gonna.
For sure, coming up on your right-hand side. Right-hand rear, sorry.
Here he comes. Oh yeah.
Hang on, might need to catch up a bit.
Neat countryside here. Holy cow. This reminds me a little bit of the Netherlands with all the little patchwork farms and stuff.
On your right rear. Should be, very soon.
See you coming. Looks pretty good. Oh, I can activate my track IR when I'm outside. Oh, that's handy. Alright, I gotta get back down, or back inside here so I can
G'day, g'day.
make sure I don't climb. I'm over 4,000 already. I gotta get down. Get down. Pull back on the power a little bit here. Don't have to be in a big hurry.
It's pretty good practice. I've actually have not flown in formation for quite some time.
Yeah, I'm glad I could help out.
Any time's welcome in Aussie time. Have a look at your right side rear. It should be almost right on your ass.
Now, where is he? Got it. Coming up. Yep, coming up. I think there's just a little bit of a sim delay on my end, but I see you coming on our 6 o'clock.
More than your 6 o'clock then. On my screen, I am currently right off your rear end, which is probably not a very good thing for safety, but well, it's Australia.
Alright. I gotta get back in and fly this thing. I'm not on autopilot, but here's the nice thing I do like about this plane is it is a pretty doggone stable platform. Once you get it trimmed out where you want it, man, it does okay. It kind of holds its level pretty well. All right, let me get back into the chat here.
My shadow, I dare you.
Here we go. Yeah, Rob, I try to keep that. I don't know the rules here, man. I don't know the rules here, but yeah. 0.34, might have to knock the 0 off that altitude the way The way it's looking in front, yeah, you might be right. I'm trying to get down a little bit here, and we'll see. I do have anti-icing if I need it,
7, clear up the sky.
and I for sure will. I for sure will use it if I have to. That's why 0.34. That's why
I don't have to have anti-ice on. I don't know why, but
Well, maybe it is summertime down here, I guess. So maybe these are more rain clouds. I don't know. I guess that could be Scrappy. That could be. I'm gonna try to keep the 12280 clean, just in case there's some other people that are trying to use it for radio comms. But happy to visit with you. Over via Discord if you want. I mean, I've got the Discord voice channel if you want to hop over there.
The moment you go in towards the Rockies, especially within the canyons, if you're having a bad day in there, you will get a little bit of surface ice.
Okay.
It won't do anything major to you, but if you're having a bad day or the aircraft is not in the great mood, you'll soon find out.
Gotcha, man. Gotcha. Hey, let's do this. Scrappy, hop over to my Discord channel and jump in the voice room. That way we can talk a little bit. We don't have to tie up the Unicom frequency, and I'd love to get the tour from you though, man. It's good to have local course knowledge, and if there's places that we're flying that we can divert to and check out, absolutely we will. Probably this is looking like it's going to be my last leg. So what I will do is get on the ground at Hobart, and we will plan on. Hey, hello there, sir. Uh-oh. All right, I got you. I'm gonna turn your volume up just a little bit here, but hang on for 1 second. Oops. Anyway, we will.
Hang on, I just gotta mute your stream, otherwise I get the replay.
Oh,
Right.
Roger.
Alright, local knowledge. I have not been in Tassie since I was pretty young, but around Hobart in particular, there's a lot of different attractions. Let's see if I can remember where they are, actually. That's a very good question. I haven't really been here in quite some time. Let's have a look.
Well, just that we appreciate good bush flying. So the point I was about to make on stream is this will be where we pick up the next time we're down here, is from Hobart. So if there's something other than that East Coast there that we can poke around, and I mean maybe like we can fly the Porter or something and do some bush landings, that'd be awesome as well. And I'm just going to kind of take notes as you mention them.
There are a lot of really good bush strips out towards Tassie. It's almost like some people actually say it's almost like flying around Japan. How the hilly mountainous kicks in along with the landscape.
Yeah.
So there is a lot of airports out here similar to what Luke was like. If you've ever flown that on
Okay,
a day
yeah.
you've been bored or whatever.
Yeah.
So
Wow.
it's almost like flying in the air for some of them.
Oh man.
They probably would be as similar, if not as dangerous as Lukla to some degree.
Oh, wow.
If they were registered.
Yeah.
But yeah, a lot of the smaller airstrips out here are made for the farming seasons, where they set the air tractors up, and then after they're done with the air tractors for the season, they just barrel it over.
Oh, I gotcha. Huh, interesting.
They do it a lot out here, or out in New South Wales, outback New South Wales, but a lot of the crops out there right now underwater with floods. So same as outback Queensland, outback New South Wales, soon to be outback Victoria, which is where Melvin is. But
Wow.
yeah.
Well, I'm sorry to hear that. It's like all or nothing. It seems like in some of the places over here in the United States as well. So It's
You
pretty
guys are on fire.
well. Yeah, whatever's not on fire is underwater right now. It's just like crazy. So,
Yeah,
but
we're the same.
man, well, and it's summertime down here though, right? I mean, so you're kind of like it's that season where you expect to have a little bit of the wildfires and stuff like that, but
Fire season, and it's also storm season.
yeah, yeah.
Fire season and storm season pretty much run neck and neck. Starts about late about October, finishes at about March. 2019 when we had the really bad bushfires, it went out as far as July, I believe.
Wow.
Well, officially it ends in March, but they said it's going to stay the same all the way out to July, so that's how it is. Or how it was, I should say.
Yeah, yeah. We where I live, we have every year we have wildfires that burn until it starts to snow. I mean, they just can't. It's so remote they can't get to it, and they just all they could do is just try to keep it away from property and just sort of let it burn itself out or let the snow come put it out. It's pretty tough.
Well, I'm a fiery down here in Aussie.
Oh
So
yeah,
I
so
know
you
bushfires.
know that game, yeah, for sure.
It's a lot of it depends where you go. Sometimes it's a lot of hurry up and wait. Other times it's a lot of oh god. Other times it's very interesting to see the reaction of some people, to be quite honest with you.
Well, it
It's
all takes resources, right? And there's only so much to go around. And that's kind of
there's an
what
old
we've found.
yeah, there's an old phrase I used to say for fire prevention, you can't have a truck at every house.
You get it done?
I had 3.
All right.
One senior made 6 repairs.
Oh man, wow.
But
I'm getting the score update from my mom there. My brother is a basketball coach down south, and his team was playing tonight, and they got a big win. So she was watching online, and she gave me the full
hey,
report.
barrel roll celebration. Actually, probably don't do it.
No,
We
I'm not going to because the I was in the Wilga and my HSI was all messed up all night long because I think I did something and got it kind of cranked sideways and I could never get it straightened out. So I'm Mr. Straight and Level right now.
Oh, don't fly the caribou then. This thing actually can do wingovers despite its size. And
Okay.
can do a cool little stunt called a wheelbarrow.
I'm gonna turn and head more probably about 170 just to avoid this cloud build up here and probably get actually heading more toward Hobart. I think I was getting a little too far to the east, but man, this is beautiful. This is just a neat. I mean, it's. I'm guessing it gets rather warm in the summer down here. I mean, I don't know, but it looks like it's has the potential to be pretty warm, but it also has more water, like more ponds and stuff that I
does.
anticipated.
Tazmania is that's why they call it like flying through Japan's Alps, because it's a lot more moist, it's a lot more windy actually.
Oh, okay.
Do not be surprised if you ever find yourself in Tasmania. You'll very often see a lot of people with a lot of chapstick because the Arctic winds from the South Pole come up.
So is it cooler than like mainland Australia? Okay.
Oh, heaps cooler. Yeah, at night for some parts of Tassie will drop into the minus.
Oh wow.
In the minuses. Same as Outback Australia.
Oh sure.
If you go out to Outback Australia, it could be a 40-degree day, but then the moment the sun goes away, it goes into about minus 10, roughly.
Yeah, that desert climate is a really interesting climate. We've got that in the States as well, where you can just you'll die of heat in the day but you could freeze to death at night. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, there was actually when I was used to be in the Air Force cadets, we did a survival course, and they said it's better to walk at night than what it is the day.
Sure.
So in the day you will cover yourself up in a blanket and sleep, and then at night you would do your actual walking and survival. Otherwise, you would just use too much water.
Right. That makes sense. Yeah. So is this a fairly unpopulated island then, I'm assuming, or is it does it have a good, like, it's not like Japan where there's just millions and millions of people, I'm assuming. Is that right?
Pretty much. It's if you go mainland Tassie, there's almost nothing out here. If you go, a lot of about maybe 80-90% of the Aussie population are on the coast for obvious reasons. There are a lot of outback communities out there, including communities in Tasmania that would be in the middle of nowhere, like out here. But they are commonly, it's very well more known to be out on the coast more than anything. The Defence Force actually used to use Tasmania a lot with the Air Force and the Navy and the Army for that matter. So Defence Force as a whole was used to use a lot of Tasmania for bombing ranges and exercise grounds.
Hmm.
So don't be surprised if you step on a landmine. At least out here.
Yeah, well, we'll stay safely on the plane, on the flight deck here.
Yeah, there's actually a very famous story from up in Sydney. Holsworthy Barracks, which is the big army barracks for the Australian Defence Force. There was a fire on one of their old training grounds, and no one knew that it was an old training ground where they used live ammunition. So a grass fire swept through, and any of the uncooked ammunition was in the fire, and they started putting the fire out, and next minute he pew, and turned out there was a whole bunch of bullets and grenades and explosives that they
Oh
did not bother to
man.
clear out
Oh
and left
man.
behind. So in the end, the captain was like, "Yeah, nah, bugger this, get out,
Oh boy.
let it burn."
Yeah. Hey,
Let it burn.
virtual GA Frank, I missed that. I hope if you're still here. Thanks for stopping by, man, and I especially thank you for the ascription, and looking forward to it. Thanks for posting the link. Somehow I got either unsubscribed or I was watching the wrong channel, or you changed your channel. Anyway, I'm going to catch up on some of those top fives that you put out there. Look really interesting. And Rob, no, it's a small school, high school boys basketball team. Yeah, he's been a coach out there for a long, long time, and does a nice job. And got, like I say, got a big win down there in the state of Oklahoma. So it's a fun time of year if you're a basketball fan.
Isn't Oklahoma really big for basketball?
Yeah, they are. They're just like a sports crazy kind of state. You know, they love their college football. They've got a pro basketball team. They really love their high school basketball. They love their high school sports, honestly. And yeah, it's a sports crazy kind of place.
Yeah. What is the deal with Texas? Because I've always noticed Texans, whenever they have a flag out the front, it usually tends to be like a Union flag more than the American flag, and they have their own little bits and bobs out that way. What actually is the story behind that?
Well,
You know?
yeah, so Texas is kind of like its history is that it's pretty independent. Like it was when it was first kind of seceding from Mexico, it was they thought they were going to be their own country, and so that's part of it, and not all of it, but part of it is they kind of like a lot of old time Texas people, like they're not really American first or Texas first, and then yeah, we're a part of America, but not by choice, by coincidence. But they were a part of during the Civil War. They actually were a part of the Confederate States, and so I think now it's more just you any part of the U.S. that is kind of anti-establishment or anti-government, or I don't like the president, they look for ways to display that, and that Confederate flag, unfortunately, has become one of the main ways that people display that, and a lot of them don't even realize what it stands for, and they just do it because they feel like, oh, I have freedom of speech and I should be able to fly whatever flag I want to, and blah 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 blah. And yeah, so it's Americans have a weird sort of view of their own history, and that's part of it.
There's actually an old prank that they used to do a lot on Aussie television during the 80s, 90s, early 2000s until the generations got a little bit weak. And it was they'll grab any tourist off the street, and they'd always, for some reason, pick the American tourists. And they'd say, point to such and such country,
Oh
and
yeah,
it would be
yeah,
point to the United States, and they'd point to Canada, or they point
yeah.
to you know. That was we used to do it a lot down here in Aussie until this new generation got a little bit you know.
They were too
Happy.
sensitive. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we have a fair amount of self-centeredness, and in many cases a very inflated sense of self and ego, and our, I think, as a whole country, are pretty woefully unaware of the rest of the world that is around us, and so that's kind of sad. I mean, honestly, but we've also, we're also still a fairly young country, and like how teenagers are, right? Like there's a lot of stuff we kind of have to work through. We've got a lot of emotional issues, and
Yeah.
and so but on the flip side, we also help out. We're very generous. We'll come to your country, and we'll kick somebody's ass if they're invading you, or we'll send our ships to your coastline and provide free medical aid if you need it, or food, or I mean, so yeah, I mean, we've got our perks and we're able to do a lot of things that other countries aren't able to do, but
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, I would like to personally see more of the world, just because I think it would be. I mean, it's just enriching as a person, right? To see other cultures, and that's
Yeah.
one of the things, honestly, about flight simulation that's been so good is to just have people that you know from other parts of the world that you can talk to and get their perspective on, and so yeah.
Yeah. Well, that's just what it's. When Flight Sim alone is pretty good, but it's even better when you can get involved. Things like this. We're in formation right now, or
Yeah.
at least on my stream, we're
Yep,
on the
it's
screen. Sorry. We're
see where
talking,
you're
so
at.
that's something I didn't expect
Yeah.
from you.
No,
Should be on your right screen.
I don't know why, but I am showing you still off my tail. This is interesting.
Yeah.
But it might just be the lag too. I don't know. It's yeah, I always get upset when my sim has lag, and then I realize, okay, I'm on an internet in the middle of Wyoming, which I don't live in the middle of nowhere, but if you got to drive 20 miles to get to the middle of nowhere. I'm that far away. Um, and then you're in Australia, so you're half a world away, and I'm upset that our internet, our flight is not perfectly synced.
Yeah.
Downwind
It's
Sim says you get the real deal without the media fluff. Yeah, that's Downwind Sim is that guy that sits on his porch and hollers at the kids. Yeah, regarding no, I'm just kidding, Downwind Sim. Yeah, yeah. When you talk with the locals, that's exactly right. You don't. I'm not watching the Brisbane evening news to learn about your culture. I'm talking. I'm meeting guys like you and Continuum and we have didn't we have another guy that popped in here, yeah, Aussie Gamer, um, or I'm talking to somebody from Germany. I've got some friends that in over in that part of the world, and people from England and people from wherever, and it's just like, yeah, it's like that's the kind of stuff that builds relationships and kind of tears down sort of the images that people have of different countries, and I kind of dig that. I don't know. I'm a people
Hey,
person.
speaking of relationships, the place below us right now, and if Downwind is from, oh no, he's not from Aussie, but Downwind might know where I'm going from with this. Right below us is actually a a very heavy drop bear breeding ground. Do you know what a drop bear is?
A drop bear? No.
All right, so it's you know a koala, right?
Yeah.
It's its aggressive little cousin. It sits up in the trees, and pretty much it's got sharp claws and sharp teeth and all that, and it drops out. It literally drops out of the tree onto your face and claws you.
Oh, hey, hello.
Pretty aggressive little shits, but hey. But there are ways you can avoid them. When you come down to Australia next, put a bit of Vegemite behind your ears. That's actually the chemicals out of the Vegemite. They don't like it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's
It's very common to do that.
that is crazy, man. That's crazy.
But it's
Drop
also very
bear.
common. It's also very common for a drop bear to just be sitting there minding its own business and then suddenly start running at you.
Oh,
So it's
man.
it's almost like a bear. If you ever come across a bear, you don't run from a bear, otherwise it will chase you.
Right?
More or less the same. Only these ones hide up in the trees and wait for your lovely skin and bones to come and
Gosh.
grab you.
Are they that big? I mean, are they like looking for a meal or?
Pretty much.
Oh,
They're pretty
wow.
aggressive. If you ever do find yourself in drop bear territory, you actually do have to wear like a drop bear suit or Vegemite. It's almost like a beekeeper suit, actually.
Rob's saying he's saying that, and I'll go there and I'll put Vegemite behind my ears and it'll bite my head off. Yeah, maybe he's setting us up, Rob, for a future visit. Ooh, boy, I'm running into some nasty McNastiness here. I'm gonna try to get down below the clouds if I can. Thing that makes me nervous is I know there's terrain in this area and I am unfamiliar, but what I'm looking at is I'm over some water, so I should be able to. Whoops.
Yeah, if you set up a buffer for about 3,500 feet or 3,000 feet, you should be able to get over just about everything.
Okay. Yeah, and right now I'm dropping below 3,500, so I know I'm flirting with it a little bit here for sure. But
Hey, Rob, are you an Aussie? Because he would know exactly what I'm on about.
Rob's in Ohio.
Otherwise-
Rob's in Ohio.
Okay.
Rob's that guy
Otherwise,
that
you know,
Rob's that guy that shot himself in the leg with a nail gun, and not just once, multiple times. And he's the guy that tells you, it doesn't really hurt that bad. I think his quote at one point was, after the first few times, it doesn't really hurt that bad. And so there was so much for me to process in that statement. It's
sounds like snake bites.
Oh, look at this, you guys. Look at this little place. Wow.
Yeah. It's almost like us with
Oh,
snake
man.
bites.
I think this might be Hobart over here. I might have passed it.
Hobart is
nope, BCG. I'm past it. I gotta come around the horn here, and I'll.
What's the is it Yankee Mike?
It
Hotel
is Mike Hotel Bravo, A firm. Look at this little area though. How cool. It's the auto gen is not good, but
if you stay over the water, you can descend to about 1,500 feet, and you'll get the full view of it.
Sweet.
If that's something that takes you fancy.
It is, honestly, and this is making me really want to load up in a high wing plane. Like maybe so I heard the Caravan mod in Microsoft Flight Sim is pretty good. Yeah, the downwind sim, that'll buff right out. Yeah, just put a band-aid on it, you're fine. Rob is a blue collar tough son of a buck, man. He's worked in construction and mainly roofing for over 30 years. He's just a badass tough sucker, man. He's that guy you want. Yeah, he's that guy you want in your corner when you're walking down the dark alley, I think.
I know a couple of blokes like that. I used to work at an airport, and some of the shit they ended up doing, one of them got prop striked.
Oh my gosh.
And lucky it was only a little GA thing, but a Piper or a Mooney, one or the other,
Ju-
something low wing,
Just a
and
GA.
that's what they say.
Trixie.
And the funny part was he got himself prop striked on his hand. He was like, "Oh shit, that hurt."
My
He just walked
gosh.
away.
Oh my
We're like, "Dude,
gosh.
you nearly just had your bloody hand cut off."
Oh my lord, that is crazy. Hey, we just had
Yes.
a raid from our friend Slant Alpha Adventures, Mr. Columbia River. I'm so looking forward to going back and watching this VOD there, Slanty.
Hi, Slant Alpha.
Howdy, Melvin. This does not look like a CRJ. Yeah, well, we took the CRJ from mainland Australia down to, I haven't said it right, Launceston. Launceston. I called it
There you go.
Launceston. I called it Launceston all night long. Launceston. Anyway, down to Tassie here, Tasmania, and now we're flying Tassie. We're flying to Hobart, and our friend Scrappy the pilot is giving us kind of the tour, as well as teaching me proper Australian. So, but anyway, looking forward to watching your stream back and seeing all the places that you headed, and what a great idea for a stream there, Mr. Sherman Jr. Pumped. And so welcome Chugley as well. Fixie's here, Smitty's here. Who else came in here with the Slant Alpha Party of 23? Welcome everybody. Happy Tuesday. Hope things are good in your world. We're going to get down here into Hobart, and actually we're going to wrap it up also. It's getting late, and as you can see by the stream, I really need my beauty rest. So but we've had a heck of a
grandpa nap.
yeah, we've had a heck of a good flight here. Oh, hey, I will.
Alright, Hobart's out on our left. She'll be just past this cove.
Awesome. So let's see, Hobart. Do you not pronounce the T? Hobart? You just say Hobart?
Hobart.
Okay.
Hobart.
Yeah, Hobart traffic. Seneca 11816 is about 5 to the west of the field. Inbound. I don't even know. I should have probably checked. I've been so busy chatting that I don't even know. Winds are 130 at 11. So kind of coming out of that northeast, southeast.
Did you call in as Hobart traffic, or did you call in as Hobart Tower?
Do we actually have tower down here?
Nah, we never do.
No, I was just making a generic Unicom call like we do in the States. I don't know if that's proper down here or not, but
we don't really. If you say traffic and there is a tower, usually they'll just say, "Oh, nah, we're a tower," and they're like, "Oh shit, okay."
So
doesn't say tower, but you know.
Runway 12.
More relaxed.
And I think probably we're gonna just jump in the left-hand traffic pattern here for 12.
Yep.
Okay. Yeah, Hobart traffic. Seneca 816 is just south of the field. We'll be entering left-hand traffic pattern, runway 12, Hobart. Yeah, that's one of the things that is really that appeals to me about these international flights is that even the Unicom radio calls are different, and I'm squawking 2000 right now, and some parts of the world or 1200, and some parts of the world the universal VFR squawk is 7000, and so there's just all kinds of cool little things like that I'm interested in learning about. So you're saying down here, if you were flying, and this is obviously a controlled field, so it's kind of a moot point, but let's say I'm coming into an uncontrolled airfield, what would my radio call sort of sound like, I guess?
It'd be like such and such traffic, and then your call sign, and then pretty much straight to the point on your message, really. So it would be like Hobart traffic, Caribou 234, south of the field, inbound to land runway 12, Hobart.
Okay. So
it's really a lot more straightforward. We don't.
Okay.
In Australia, it's just how we are. We're not, we it's very, it's very culturalistic, if you would, that we always shorten things.
Okay. So
that's
you
sort
wouldn't
of
necessarily call like if you're on the downwind or any of that stuff. You just make your inbound runway call and call it good.
if you're on a CTAF and there's someone with you in the circuit, you just probably say like, oh, Caribou Boo 234 downwind runway, la la la.
Okay.
But that's usually if there's someone in the
Gotcha.
circuit with you. If there isn't, then it's more or less you just call on final or just say you clear of all runways.
Okay. Very nice. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Or like it's pretty commonplace if you land and there's no one, or there is someone in the circuit and they say we're going straight out. You can say instead of landing and getting clear of the runway and saying, clear of runway such and so, you just say clear of all runways.
Okay.
Backtracking is another one. In America, you guys, I've always found, have tended to say backtracking, such and so runway.
Right.
Whether in Australia we say that, but we also, if we're crossing a runway, we'll say, backtracking runway 34, crossing runway 08.
Gotcha.
It's
Okay.
just little things.
Yeah.
Well.
Well, that's cool though. That's what I wanna. That's what I wanna know and appreciate that insider knowledge there. Whoa! I gotta get leveled out here. I'm descending at 2,000 feet a minute for some reason. I don't know why. Okay.
About traffic, Caribou 234 will be second in line for landing.
Oh, that's the other thing. People, it's good practice to call in who you're calling to at the end of a message, but it's not always commonplace.
Gotcha.
You're meant to, but if you're in the middle of nowhere, no one really cares.
Right.
It's only the international mobs, really. So, hey.
Sounds good. Well, we're gonna make our way in here and see if we can make a halfway decent approach. I feel like I'm a little bit too high, although I don't really know the airspeed or the altitude here. But Hobart traffic, Syndicate 16 left base, runway 13. I don't know. I forgot the runway. Jeez Louise. I think it's 13. Trouble seeing here, guys. Where are we?
About traffic, Caribou 234 inbound to land on the way 14.
Oh, 14. Thank you. Yeah.
Second in line.
I think it's 14. If it's not 14,
I think
we'll
you're
find out
right.
very quickly.
That's right. We'll find out together here. And Hobart traffic, Syndicate 16 on the final runway 14, Hobart. Can I see? There we go.
I'm gonna break off, so I'm not in your way.
All right, cool, man. I'm gonna go gear.
Welcome to Pop Culture.
Oh, somebody pushed the follow button. Awesome. Thank you. Appreciate that.
Hey, cheers, error.
About traffic, Caribou 234 going to be chucking a right over towards the south. There's correction up to the north, and we will be looping back around for second in line. Over.
A little bit low now, but we're in the neighborhood. Gears down. I never did turn the taxi lights off because we're never got above 4,000 feet. So we're coming down here, looking for an approach of about 100. Gonna ref it out at about 85.
Sounds good.
Ooh, there's a bumpity
the thing
bump.
is, I could technically come in straight after you because I would stop quicker than you. But,
right.
Common sense would sort of prevail. If you don't have to, you don't do it.
Hobart traffic, Caribou 234 on long final for runway 14, Hobart.
Holding it off. And a clunky one. Flared out a little high. All right, let's get down the strip here and get out of the way. Hopefully this is not a back taxi situation. Oh, there we go. I think I see a.
If it is, I can just hit the reverser.
Hobart traffic, Caribou 234, short final, runway 14.
All right, we're out of your way here, and
Is it a backtracking
Hobart,
situation or not?
negative. Hobart traffic, Seneca 816 is clear of all runways.
Hey, you're getting the hang of it.
Now, where am I going here? Like,
Oh, it's not 1-4, it's 1-2. Whoops.
Samsonite.
well.
I was way off. All right, let me catch up on a couple of things here as we're taxiing in. And I know somebody pushed the follow button. Let's see, it was
Swanson? Maybe it's on the briefcase. Look on the... Oh, yeah! It's right here. Samsonite. I was way off. I knew it started with an S, though.
I knew it started with a 1. Thank you, Fixie. And welcome, VMX Arrow. I think VMX Arrow. Thank you for the follow. And oh man, Rob Valkyrie tossing some wicked animated emote there. That's kind of cool. Where'd you get that from there, Robert? It's awesome.
So by traffic, Cabra 234, clear of all runways, taxiing for the gate. Thank you very much.
I'll come on over here and find a little spot next to the DC-6. I don't really care to be in front of the terminal per se, but I think right over here by the fuel truck might not be bad. Fixie's found a bunch of them. I need to get a few more myself. I'm going to have to either figure out how to make some of them myself or contract a few more out because I got some empty spots here. Slipstream Flyer, thank you also for the follow. I appreciate that. All right, well that, my friends, that was a heck of a good flight. And Scrappy, thank you, man, for serving as the impromptu tour guide. Guys, if you don't know Scrappy, the pilot, man, go check him out on Twitch. This was not a planned thing. He just happened to be around. I think it's like I don't know, 7 in the morning his time, and he happened to be awake or up and came and started hanging out with us. And then before you know it, he was kind of guiding us around. He's from Australia, so he was guiding us around, gave us some ideas for some different places to fly the next time we're down in this area. So it's really awesome. And again, thanks for hanging out with us, Scrappy.
Well, good. Hey, watch this. This is one thing I can do that most others can't. Forget about gates. Who needs gates when you can just reverse?
One thing I saw that was, I think, maybe my new coolest thing I've ever seen in the world. You guys all know who Gravity Night Flying is, right? You've seen him. He's a bush pilot, YouTuber. He demonstrated a technique on a soft field that I had never seen before, and now I want to do it worse than anything that I've ever wanted to do. He wheel landed, kept the tail wheel up as he rolled out, stopped, kept the tail wheel in the air, and turned his plane around to get it into a spot, and then dropped the tail wheel. So he can fly a 360 with his tail wheel up, and I'm like, oh, that's pretty freaking cool, man. So I don't know if we have any kind of an airplane in either sim that can do that, but like that's what I want to try to do now. So Rob is saying good night. And oh, you got that from Chewy. Okay, I got you. All right, guys. I know I have a bunch of thank yous here to do. I'm going to start the outro, and we're going to kind of wrap things up here, and I'm going to send it somewhere. So I'm going to try to multitask, and you guys know I don't do that well at all, but we're going to see what we can come up with. So first and foremost, appreciate you guys all hanging out, coming by. We had a nice flight, Australia to Tasmania to Tazi, and I'm really looking forward to exploring this little island. I think it's going to be amazing. It's mountainous, it's stormy, it's got some pretty neat spots. So we're gonna have fun, definitely fun exploring this island. So thank you to Slipstream Flyer. Boy, I can't talk now. Slipstream Flyer. Thank you, VMX Arrow, for the follows. Aussie Gamer Gamer HV also pushed the follow button. and Slim Man 821. Wicked Witch, also some new friends that we made tonight. So really appreciate that. Glad to have you along. I do this normally on Tuesdays and Saturdays. It's a little bit of an announcement here. I think I'm going to maybe go back to Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday. I've got some ideas here. I'm going to see if I can clear it with the Chief Financial Officer. But this week I am streaming on Thursday because I have a virtual USA Flying Club event that I'm hosting. But I'm thinking about going back to 3 nights a week. Let me know what you think about that. But I also need to thank Virtual GA, our friend Frank, for the Tier 1 ascription, and then Slant Alpha Adventure. Thank you so much for coming in with that awesome raid. Thank you all the raiders from Slanty Land. I hope you enjoyed his flight, and I'm sure that you are gonna be back flying with him as he goes down the Columbia River, I believe, right? The Columbia River. All right. I'm looking here. We've got let's see. We just raided Slanty the other day, so we're gonna go to another guy that really needs no introduction. Hopefully he's not just about done, but one of the big supporters of the channel is our friend Sim Caesar. So I'm gonna send you over there. He's actually in the Mad Dog here. We're gonna go check it out. So let's see, anybody else here that I need to thank that I didn't mention already? Hey, Kevin. Them's my shoes. Shoesy is here right at the end. You're just catching the outro, but thanks for popping in. Good to see you as well. Rob Valkyrie, I don't know if I said thanks for hanging out. He was here the whole time. Greatly appreciate that. Panagon, of course, .34 was here as well. Our old crew of friends, and super great to hang out with you on a Tuesday night. Yep. I think that's gonna just about do it. Let me head on over to Sim Caesar, toss him a couple of raids, a couple of flaming dragon emotes, whatever you want to do. I'll meet you over there. We'll chat a little bit, and on my next scheduled flight, by the way, is coming up on Thursday, 2 days from now, 6 o'clock Mountain. It's the same time as tonight, 0100 Zulu. We've got an event with the Virtual USA Flying Club and the Boston Virtual Crew, so hopefully you can join us on Thursday. All right, let's head over to Sim Caesar and enjoy the rest of your midweek. We'll see you in a couple of days. Take care. God bless.